Jacobson, let's bring you in here. We just heard John Huddy's report that Hamas apparently losing more and more control of Gaza. Does that give people, grounds to be hopeful that this is moving forward, that this terrorism can come to an end?
Well, it's definitely a good step forward because eradicating the evil that perpetrated such atrocities is stopping the bleeding. But to be very frank, that's just half the war. That's just getting rid of the evil. You still have to deal with a very volatile situation and ultimately really having the Muslim Arab world recognizing Israel as a legitimate state and not calling for their destruction. That's the real ultimate battle. But right now, that's definitely a positive sign, and we hope it continues until we eliminate any type of threat. Any country would do anything possible not to allow such atrocities to ever happen again.
Rabbi Jacobson, I just want to follow up on Bob's question, specifically focusing on the hospitals. We just heard National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan at the White House saying that President Biden and the administration has specifically been in contact with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Israel overall and the IDF, saying, okay, no bombings, no fightings in hospitals. But then at the same time, we know for a fact that Hamas has a lot of bases and uses underground tunnels right around hospitals, literally to use people as human shields. How do you reconcile those two things?
This is the crime of history. Why the world is not crying out at Hamas? How could you do such a thing? They are killing their own people, and it's part of their strategy. Let's be honest. That's why they're there. Their only way to really try to invoke any type of support is by beaming and streaming images of children in a hospital being killed. They're completely responsible for it. Israel is bending over backwards, as I understand, to try to get those children out, to try to get patients out of the hospital. Hamas is not allowing it. This is a headline, and I'm glad that Newsmax is covering it, the headline that everyone should cover. Hamas are the ones that are holding their own people hostage in a hospital. And they're trying to protect themselves that way. Israel is going to try to surgically figure out how to get Hamas without hurting anyone. Yeah. But it's a very difficult thing when somebody's holding a child, a terrorist, and says, you're going to have to kill the child if you're going to kill me.
Obviously,
that's what they're doing.
Delicate, very delicate situation, a heinous one that's happening. We're watching it unfold right now. But, gentlemen, we have to leave it there. Rabbi Meir Hecht and Rabbi Simon Jacobson, thank you both for coming on. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Only good news.
Yes, indeed.